When I got in, my confidence went from 100 to 0 immediately. Because hey guys, welcome back to another Talk with Bliss section. My name is Blessing, and here on this channel we talk about every single thing aviation. If this is your first time on this channel, you're seeing this lovely face for the first time and you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification button so that you'll get notified anytime I release a new video. So guys, today is story time. I'm gonna be telling you a story of how I got my present job, the hurdle I had to pass after aviation school, and my first interview, which I was actually rejected. So guys, I know that a lot of people is actually looking for a job. A lot of people are done with their aviation school, there is no job for them. So many people have been reaching out to me, so many people have been asking me, and that's why I decided to make this video to encourage somebody out there. I want to tell you how I got mine. If you can watch this video, I know that you can gain 1 or 2 from this video. Let's get right to the video. I actually got into aviation without knowing anybody. Like, I just woke up one day and I just decided I want to go into the aviation industry. You know, some people coming into the aviation industry, they had a father, a mother, an uncle somewhere, an auntie, or somebody that just inspired them to become a flight attendant. But I had no inspiration. I just woke up and decided that I want to go into the aviation industry, which my mom was against, many people were against, but I just stood up and say, okay, this is what I want to do, just like that. Like, I had no inspiration and I had no correct orientation about what I was getting myself into. So getting to the aviation school, I had this orientation that, oh, I'll just go to the aviation school. When I'm done, I'll get the jobs direct. No need to stress yourself. So getting to the school, I realized that it was different from what I was thinking. It was actually different. In fact, a different ballgame for what I was thinking. And this is actually what most people face. Coming into the aviation, they believe the job is just something that you get easily, but when you finish, you realize that it's just the way you're also getting any other job. You have to work for it, you have to work towards it, let me put it that way. So getting to the school, I started realizing that what I was thinking is different from what the actual reality, what I thought is different from what the reality of this job is like. And then I started getting discouragement left and right. Some people will be like, oh, your age. Some people will talk about the qualifications. Some people were just discouraging me about how hard it is, how difficult it is to get a job. And it was one hell of a stage for me, but I've gotten myself into, I cannot withdraw. During the course of the training, when I was almost done, I was actually applying to airlines. I was trying to create my connection. I was just so eager. Like, when I finish, I don't want to stay at home at all. I want to just get this job. And most especially, I was trying to like prove a point to my mom, because yeah, she was someone that at first did not really support what I wanted to do. So I was trying to prove a point to her also. So when I finished, I was very eager to get a job. I was desperate, but I won't say I was desperate, because I was not as desperate to the extent that I can do anything to get the job. You wanting to get a job is very valid, because it's not easy to spend a lot of money schooling and then getting the job will not be a problem for you. You understand? So definitely you can be eager to get a job, you can be desperate, but don't be too desperate to the extent that you can do anything to get the job. It's not what it is. It's not what it's at all. So I kept on applying, and I'm very sure I applied to the whole airline we have in Nigeria. I was applying. I was going on social media. I don't sleep at night. I'm browsing about airlines, just applying. Like, this job, I really need to get it. And the funniest thing is that at that period, I've not even gotten my license, but I was able to just create some kind of connection. So the first airline that invited me for an interview was like, they just need to replace people according to what they said. At that period, I didn't have my license. I just told them that I don't have the license. I was not aware that I can still even go for the interview without the license, and that was how I missed out on that interview. As God will have it, I was now invited for my first interview. At that period, airlines were interviewing people, and this is an airline that is just coming up. So I was invited for the interview, and they gave me a 2 days notice. Like, they told me about the interview 2 days before the actual interview, and the interview is in another state. So at that period, I realized that I have been wanting to get a job, but I've not really settled down to prepare myself for an interview. When I say prepare myself for an interview, I've been reading my book, but you know, there are some interview questions you have to get ready for. Like, if they ask you what is your strength, if they ask you what is your weakness, you know, stuff like that. And also your dressing. This is very important. Before an interview, please, even when you get an interview, try and dress well. Like, really put so much into your dressing. Really put so much into your appearance, the way you're going to be looking. So when I got that, I just quickly pack any clothes I can get into my bag. I was not really that ready, and I just went. I traveled to the States. The following day, I had an interview. Getting to the interview hall, when I got in, My confidence went from 100 to 0 immediately, because I saw people, they were all dressed well, everybody was looking pink, everybody was looking fine, like you need to see dressing, and then I wasn't even looking like I came for an interview. And that was when I realized that this saying that people used to say, that the way you look is what gives you your confidence. I don't know how they used to put that word, but it's actually true. Your appearance, you have to really work on it. So getting there, I saw a lot of intimidating look and I got very discouraged, but then I still have my hope. I'm here already, there's nothing I can do. So I realized that the person that was calling us in for the interview, I actually came early for the interview. The person calling us in, I don't know what was wrong, but he kept on looking at me in the eye and he was not calling my name. He was looking at me in the eye and he was calling other people that even came after me, and he made sure I was the last person. I was the last person. You can imagine the amount of people that were there. I was the last person to be interviewed. Where I don't want to exaggerate, we were over 200. At the point they were coming in, I was tired. In fact, I was just not knowing what I was doing with my life. I was discouraged again. So I got in for the interview. When I got there, I was just not okay. Looking at the interviewers, I got there. They were interviewing me. Everything was going on well until one of the interviewers decided to check my certificates. So when he checked it, he checked my CV. Looking at the age at first, he first looked at me, he said, "How old are you?" I told him. Then he was like, "This your results." That he was checking one of my certificates and he was like, "This your result is so good. What are you doing? You should go back and study medicine. You should go back and do this, do that." He just kept on discouraging me that you should not work here. And at that period, I was feeling very bad. I was feeling overwhelmed. Like, he just discouraged me that, sorry, like you have a brighter future. Well, I know he was meaning me well, but the thing is that when you want to do something, not everybody can see your dream, not everybody can see your goal with you. It's only you that know what you want to do. It's only you that can see that vision. Most especially if you want to do something, sometimes you see discouragement from different angles. Your parents can be the first person to start discouraging you. Someone very close to you can be the first person to start discouraging you on what you want to do. I realized that in Nigeria, people really, how will I put it? People really believe so much in university education. They believe that when you go to the university, that's when your life will be okay. But I think when I was little, I got to understand that that's a wrong narrative. When you want to do something, why don't you focus on what you want to do? Because if you're educated in different systems, you're still educated. So at that period, I knew I was rejected, because he doesn't need to say it, but with what he was saying, I knew at that interview that I don't stand a chance from that interview. I just felt like, oh, I wasted my time. I didn't even feel encouraged at all. Nobody was like making me feel encouraged. You know, it's different when they'll contact you later that, oh, sorry, we did not pick you. But this particular one, they told me, like right from that place, I knew I was rejected, with the shaking of head and all of that. And I said, well, I packed my certificate, I traveled back to my state, and when I got home, I just carried that certificate on my bed. I can remember for like 2 days, I didn't even leave my room. I was so sad. I was like, man, I was giving up self. I was just like, so what's the point? What is the point? What's the point? Like, I've been applying, I've been trying my best, I've been putting in my best, but it's not working for me. So on the third day, I still picked up myself back. I was like, well, this is not the end. This is not the end. I will keep on trying. I will keep on trying. I'll keep on trying. So I picked myself up back and I kept on applying. I kept on just encouraging myself. I now re-strategize, let me put it that way, because I now realize that, okay, I need to go and get an outfit ready for any interview, and I also need to get myself prepared for an interview, like what to say to any interviewer. I just had to learn some tips about interview. I kept on applying, then my phone got stolen. That was the end of all of it. That phone was the phone I used for everything. That was the phone I used to apply. That was the phone I used for just everything. You can imagine how it feels for me at that period, because I was going through a lot, to be honest. At that period, you see, life challenges was just on me, and my phone got missing. I could not retrieve my line. Like, it was just something very overwhelming. And that was the period that airline were recruiting. There's no how I can track any information. On one fateful afternoon, I just decided to like log on to Facebook with my friend's phone. That's when I got a message from one of my friends that, oh, he has been trying to reach me. This particular airline we applied to together. That's the present airline I'm working with, actually. This particular airline we applied to together, I got a call from them. They sent me text message that they are inviting me for an interview, telling me that, okay, he thinks we can go together, because the state we are to do the interview is actually close to my state. So he was like, let us go together. And at that period, I was like, but I don't know if I was invited for the interview or not. That's the thing, because they didn't send it to an email, they sent it directly to the phone, and I did not know if I was invited or not. And the day of the interview is like very close to that day, so there's no time to start saying you want to run up and down to retrieve line. I was having double mind, should I go, should I not go, because some airline will not interview when you're not invited. You understand? You have to be shortlisted before they interview you. But I just decided to go with faith. I went there, I went in for the interview. I was not even expecting to be selected, because I felt I was not invited, number one. Number two, I don't have any single connection. Like when they say you know somebody that knows somebody, I don't have any form of connection in this airline. I didn't even really know much about the airline. I just decided to come for the interview. I know I prepared myself, definitely got there, and luckily for me, I was interviewed. So I saw a lot of people, but I just kept my hope alive, because I know I looked well, and I know that I did well in my interview. But I was not expecting to be selected, because I was thinking that you have to be connected before you can be selected in any airline. So that was my thought. After that interview, after like 2 days, I got another message from another airline that I should come for an interview in a very fast state. So I decided that, oh, let me just pack all my things and leave this state. Like, I'm tired of staying here and all of that. So as I was going to the park to travel, and I got a message from the particular airline, oh, I've been shortlisted, or I should come for training and all of that. So that was how I got my present job. So you can see that it's not even true connection. You know, a lot of people think, and actually that's how the aviation sector is. Before you can even come into the aviation, sometimes you have to be well connected. But if you're not connected, if you have the passion, if you're good naturally, your capacity will speak for you. So a lot of people have been asking me, how did I get my present job? They've been asking me, oh, they are looking for a job and all of that. I just want to encourage you that your dreams are very, very valid. Keep on trying, keep on following the due process, keep on preparing yourself for an interview at any given time, because you can be invited for an interview at any given time. Keep on putting your hope alive, and above all, keep on praying. Believe in yourself, be hopeful. Any opportunity can arise for you at any given time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my story, and this is how I got my present job, how I was rejected, and a lot of hurdles I have to pass before I got my present job. And yeah, I get scratched for the interview, and I was selected. I was selected. So that's how I got my present job. Thank you so much guys for watching this video to the very end. If you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do well to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you will get notified every time I release a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Ooh.